Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Moment of Silence. I'm Sakshi Shivdasani,
And I'm Naina Bhan.
and we're here to waste your time.
If there's one thing people like to do, it's like to tell women how they should look, what they should wear, and what they should say at all times.
Like, honestly, I don't get it because not everyone can have a 18-inch waist with 38 double D cups like me. But I understand why that's the beauty standard. It's because of me. It's just my unrealistic big booty, big tits, flat stomach that's got us here. So this is actually an apology video. But on a more serious note, I want to discuss how I don't think anyone will ever be happy with their bikini photos.
Oh my god. Triggering. Already triggering. For me and the person who is going to take them. They're already in therapy. 600 photos later, I still hate my body.
And I hate the person taking the photos for not making me look like Bella Hadid. Like, if y'all are on video, y'all can see that I'm dressed like a budget Bella Hadid. A mid-sized Bella Hadid, if you will.
So you have been going through like a pretty like healthy phase in your life, right? You're working out a lot, you're glowing.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
just sweat.
No, genuinely. Like you walked in the other day, I was like, wow, this girl is on a cleanse for sure.
Dude, okay, so I go through two phases. I want to be a muscle mommy, and then I'm like, no, I need to be Bella Hadid so bad. And like, I do neither. I work out enough to get like a slight bit of definition. I'm like, oh no, I'm looking too fat. And then I go on this, like, I'm in my running phase right now. Like, I always try to make it healthy by becoming a marathon runner. So I run like long distance and all, but like I constantly have a headache. Like, I just have a migraine forever, and then I have like these migraine pills that I take because I'm just like, such is life, and then the girl dinner trend is like, I get it because then like in the night I'm like just eating whatever like makes me happy or my body's craving or whatever. But yeah, I thanks for asking. I'm
So
not
are you
okay.
into blink twice if you need help? Shit.
Remember you put up a story last week about how like you were the unhappiest when you had abs, and you kind of touched upon that as well. But like, where are you right now?
I, to be honest, I haven't properly worked out or looked into like what I'm eating for a couple of months now. I think turning into like an influencer, whatever, somebody in front of the camera, like this entire work life has been so hectic. It's not a 9 to 5. There's no structure to it. For some parts of time, I was quite broke, and then now I've reached a point where I just don't know when to work out because my whole day is spent trying to figure out what the best work path is for me. That it's very overwhelming.
Yeah.
And so as a result, I've been stress eating, stress drinking. In this industry,
Yeah.
women are also really fit, men are also super fit. So it's an added stress because everybody around you in your job is so on top of their game that it it's
Yeah.
tough. But I have to say that like one, it's really expensive to be fit.
Yeah.
Two, I just want to be okay consciously with my body in whichever phase of my life I am.
That's also because we're public, like in general, people are very brutal, right? Like, are you pregnant? And it's like, no,
No,
I'm
I'm
just
just
putting
sad.
on weight. Like,
I'm just putting on weight.
it's like,
Yeah.
and I get this a lot, okay? And it's like, how did you put on weight? Can you help me? Like, babe, I've just been eating myself to sleep every night. Can you stop asking? But like, they're very comfortable commenting on your
On your weight.
body. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, what's the fucking weirdest, most annoying, I want to slap this person comment you've gotten?
I mean, it's always the weirdest, most annoying comments have always been about my breasts, like at all times,
Got
which is very
milk?
new because, like, yeah, about how small my breasts are. People have, like, men only. Women are like, yes, you go. Like, you don't have back
Wish
pain.
I could be you.
Wish I
Yeah.
could be you. But I call them high fashion titties.
Yeah.
You can walk runways with
Yeah.
them. You can walk, like, you can wear any kind of outfit with them, and it works like that.
I spoke about putting on weight, and like a brand slid into my DMs going like, wear size inclusive. I went from a extra small to small. How dare you? I'm still standard size. But they were like, and I get it. They were coming from a body positivity place, but like,
Are you feeling positive?
no. I'm like,
Dude, sorry to
no,
cut you
go
off.
for
I
it.
remember when I started modeling, okay? Um, Whenever somebody used to reach out to me for a campaign, they would always give this brief. So for this campaign, we were thinking we'd go with a real woman, not a model. So we wanted to take you for the shoot. Always. I was like the destined, like if the brief was looking for relatable people, I was always making the cut.
Regular people.
Yeah, I was the most aspirational regular person in the Delhi modeling circuit.
I love that. When I did my modeling gig as well, I went to an agency and this lady walked in and she was like, you have an okay body, but that face. And she proceeded to tell me like four things that were wrong with my face. And it was just like, your head is too big for your body, but your nose is too big for your head. So, and that's just always stuck with me. So even now when I'm like getting my makeup done or whatever, I'm like, hey, can you contour my nose? Because some rando decided that she has to really dissect my body. And you're also like treated like a little bit of a commodity, right? So
Yeah.
that was fun for 19-year-old Sakshi to deal with.
Growing up, like, white, tall, skinny women was the beauty standard, and it was very excluding for anybody who didn't look like that. Like, Paris Hilton was the goal.
Yeah. How much of an impact do you think it had on the girls around you and you?
My entire female squad was like, I can't believe skinny jeans are coming back. No way,
Low
waist skinny jeans could
That's-
anything make you feel more unattractive. Those diesel belts that are skirts
Dude.
kill me. I freaking spent my whole teenagehood traumatized by exactly that.
Dude, honestly, if my belly button has to see the light of day, I'm gonna stop leaving the house if I have to be trendy by showing the little fupa. It's just not gonna happen for me. I have PTSD from when I was 8
But
about
you
this.
know, like, Tamanna Bhatia's navel has an Instagram page that has 388K followers.
What? Wait, I have to see this.
Her navel is a thing. Like, it's a really sexy thing. I'm like, yeah.
Good for Tamanna Bhatia, honestly. That's insane. My phone's on airplane.
And the one thing that I didn't know would blow up after class was my armpits.
Dude, what is...
Apparently, I make it to the armpit page each time each time I go for an event and I post a picture, suddenly I'm on the armpit subreddit of Indian celebrities.
I made the mistake of typing my name in on Reddit, and there was just I was wearing some outfit or whatever, and they had zoomed into my lack of a cleavage, and they were like, oh, she's so annoying, but I fapped to her in the night, and it was just the most aggressively disrespectful thing I've ever seen about myself. And then I just decided to stop Googling myself after that.
There always comes a time in a
Yeah.
woman's life
Yeah.
when she stops Googling herself for the
Canon event.
Canon.
Truly. Do you think that celebrities need to disclose what they've done to their bodies? If they've gotten the cool sculpt or whatever?
Yeah, I think so. I think ever since I've been in front of the camera now in the last 6 months, and I think it's also an effect of coming to Bombay, where I'm going through my Instagram and I see certain celebrities and I know they've gotten work done, and then I start looking at my own face unconsciously and being like, oh my god, if I got lip filler and if I straighten my teeth and if I got like my tear trough pulled out
It's
and all that,
over for
it's over for
everyone.
all these bitches. I'm gonna freaking Bala Hadid this city. But yeah, but then I at the same time, like, I want to rebel and be like, okay, I'm gonna be the one person when they find our fossils thousands of years later, I would have decomposed the most. Win from the
Oh
grave.
my god. I feel shitty about my body because like somebody has gone and gotten fucking cool sculpt or like fillers or something done.
What is cool sculpt?
Oh,
Sorry,
you do not?
no.
Oh, it's like this thing where you go and they do something to your body and you get abs basically. Like, it's like a fat, like they like cool your fat and dude, I'm again not very informed about anything, but it's for your abs. I actually looked into it. It was too expensive for me to truly go through with it. But once this podcast is popular and I'm drowning in moolah, I'm going to get cool sculpt done, or I'll make a YouTube video of it or whatever. But like, I feel like if you've done all that, then just say it, because I know a lot of like influencers personally who will tell me, because like now we've got like a co-worker relationship, but at the same time they would not be caught dead admitting it online. So I'm like, you're being kind of
Yeah.
dishonest.
What is the one thing when you step into a shoot is your first worry about your body? Or do you have one?
No, I definitely do. In fact, I did a cover shoot for some magazine a couple of months back, and I don't know why. I saw the photos and I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't know whether it was the styling, the way my makeup was done, the way my hair was done. I just felt so unattractive. I was like, I don't want people to see me like this. And I actually left the shoot and I cried because I was like, this is not what I think I look like. And I don't know whether it was an off day or what. The cover shoot did come out. I hated it. Like, I absolutely hated it. And people were like, oh, you look very fit. You look like you do CrossFit or something, which they meant as a compliment. But because I'm in that toxic fucking mindset of like, no, I need to be like a skinny gal or whatever, I was like, that's so mean. Like, how could you say that to me? And definitely that's something I need to change in my mindset, but it is what it is.
Like, one thing I can talk about is growing older and the idea of aging, and a lot of it you see within yourself before somebody else
Yeah.
sees it, but you can definitely see like lines or skin that was not as tight as one that was tighter at one point that is now a little looser. And I've mostly tried to remove myself from it. For example, when I step on a shoot, I know that one thing that's always a stress point for a client is like the lines under my eyes. Now it's just lines. I can't
Yeah.
do anything to it, but I know when I stand there, the minute they take the test shot, somebody's gonna call it out. And I personally don't have any issue with it,
Yeah.
but people will try and go hush hush, trying to save my feelings.
Yeah.
Um, and so I'm always ready on the back foot whenever I go for a shoot. I'm like, I can't wait for them to call me out on
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
on my face. You know, they're like, listen,
God.
don't feel bad, but you know, it's just thoda cover up kar do, you know,
Oh,
like
God.
that thing. So like when I started modeling, I was really confident. Then it reached a space where when I gained a little bit of weight and I started like growing older, I just didn't know what to do with my body anymore. I just used to freeze in front of the camera. I used to hate going on shoots. I was like, when will this end? It felt humiliating every time I booked a job and I went on set because I just did not feel attractive. It started reaching a point where the other models on set were 8 to 10 years younger than me, and they would be going on benders the nights before and show up looking gorgeous, and if I drank one less glass of water, would look puffed up and messed up, and people were like, are you tired?
You look unwell.
Yeah, you look unwell. I'm like, great.
That's just
really
my
what I want to
face.
hear before a shoot. But yeah, I feel like, you know, everybody who's kind of making the most of their youth right now, please do it. And if you are kind of feeling bad about your body, 2 years later, you're going to look at those same pictures and be like, fuck, I was so hot
Yeah,
then.
I wish that was me now.
Yeah. And like that, you move through. Like, I have a friend from the time we were 16, she wanted to be a model.
Yeah.
And every year she said the same thing. I will become a model when I lose a little bit of weight. And that went on and on and on. And now it's like past that point when she can do it.
Oh no.
And I was like, dude, and every year, you know, she struggled with her weight a little bit more. And she looked at the pictures of her from back in the day and she's like, that was great. I was like, yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Just take it and roll with it. It's never going to come back.
My cousin, she used to not wear sleeveless clothes. She was very insecure about her arms. And I was like, are you fucking crazy? Like, nobody cares. And then she was like, okay, then wear low-waisted jeans and show. And I was like, we are
She
not the
got you.
same. Yeah.
She got you there.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I get it. Uno reverse on that motherfucker. I used to also take photos of my body every day from ages 19 to
Really?
21. Every day. Like, I found an old iPad recently, and it just had photos of me with my shirt lifted to see my stomach. And I remember I used to like compare my fucking waist every day. Like, I was just in a really bad space, but I was literally 10 kgs lesser than I am today. So, like, but I was still not happy. And now that I look back, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it wasn't bad at all. Like, but I was just like, I've struggled with it for so long because I again grew up slightly like on the heavy side, and I used to run every day to lose weight, and eventually I did, but it was just like I never thought I had lost weight. Like, I
Yeah.
just,
It's never enough.
my brain tricked itself into thinking like you're still not good enough, just run more. And it just, I could have done so many other things.
So
Like,
wait, I want to ask you. You actually are one of those people who is okay to go on the internet without doing a full face of makeup. You're actually very comfortable in a lot of your stories, and I find that actually before I knew you, I found that very impactful because I think you were one of the few people who wasn't conforming to
yeah.
a beauty standard respectfully.
Yeah.
That wasn't me being offensive. You're beautiful.
You're so confident.
even you, even without makeup, you're so confident.
No, so my thing is like, I'm so fucking tied up in my insecurities that I know that other people are also coming from a place of insecurity. So it doesn't bother me what they say because I'm like, they're dealing with their own shit. And just because I don't think I'm like, l- I still love myself. I still like how I look. I do have like an unrealistic standard of what I should look like, but I'm very cognizant that it's unrealistic. I have to catch myself a lot. Like, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, this is fine, but like sometimes I'll get a comment about something that I'm insecure about, and then like for like 2 minutes I'll be like, I'm not the shit, and then I'm like, no, you have to fake it till you make it. So next time, instead of calling me flat or fat, why don't you think about my mind? Why don't you comment on my mind? You can call me dumb. You can call me a little bit delulu. You can call me stupid. Like, there's so many other things you can say to hurt my feelings. Just say one of those instead. There was actually an article, I don't know which publication, where like attractive women get promoted faster, they earn more money, they're more hireable, and like that's a very clear example of why there's so much fucking pressure on us to look quote unquote perfect, right? Like, because there's so much on the line and it's all like related to the size of your fucking ass. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane.
And now, when I look at people and they're born in the 2000s and they're grown adult women, I'm like, they're coming for my job. They are coming.
Nicolo.
Sharpen your knives. It's time. It's go. Like, it's go time. Let's go. I will fight a
We
bitch.
will fight.
My time isn't up yet. I still haven't gotten lead in a movie. Yeah, it's really scary. But also, then I realized that women generally, like the roles for younger women in films, also are like, oh, this one, she falls in love with the guy, but she keeps him. This one, they break up and her heart breaks. Like, that is the extent of your character
Yeah.
graph. And then as you grow older, you get to play the crazy mom, the violent cop, just the deranged
literally
characters.
in Bollywood, like, the mom is played by somebody that's the actor's age or younger,
Yeah.
and the wife is like 15, 14, 10, I don't know. And it's not just Balika Vadhu, it's like they're supposed to be grown ass women, but they're like a full like I'm pretty sure the lead actors are romancing people that are their daughter's age. Like
Yes. Just like it's become weird now because like the lead actresses are young enough to be daughters and the lead mothers are old enough to be friends and colleagues.
yeah, just like sister
They can't be
even,
mothers.
yeah. But they're like, no, tu banegi ma. And she's like, I'm 30. Please let me be. No, no, slap on some powder on your hair. You're my mother. Like,
Moment of silence for all the women
who've been forced into these mother roles.
at 30.
That's
Meanwhile, actors at 60 still haven't played a
they're
father.
playing a college boy. They're playing like some like 17-year-old.
Just born. Just born. Okay, so should we take a moment of silence?
Yeah, let's take a moment of silence.
What are you taking yours for?
For all the time that I've wasted worrying about my own body.
Yes, Queen Slay. Is this the right time to say it? I don't even know.
Never the right time to say yes, queen.
Okay, fair. Okay, I want to take a moment of silence for changing aesthetic trends that no one will be able to conform to. So let's just not.
Yeah, I like that. I could take a moment of silence for that. But since it's an audio podcast, we're not going to make you listen to static. Thank you so much for tuning in to Moment of Silence. We will be back next week with another spicy episode. Let us know if you want us to talk about something in particular. In the meanwhile,
Like, share, subscribe. Bye.
bye.